Welcome to the LongBox Paradox, episode 49.5, previewing this week's releases for November 20th. Gonna start out right away with Image Comics. First thing on the list, have no picture for it. Excellence Volume 1 comes out. This series really grew on me. Carrie Randolph's art also I found interesting. It's worth a read to check out, but you got to give it a little time to breathe. I surprisingly liked it. This is one of those weird books that I could feel like an option might happen. One thing I don't like, though, is Image stopped doing their $9.99 entry point graphic novels. I thought that was a price point that probably would have helped get this book some growth. But anyway, I just want to let everybody know it's coming out and, give it a chance. We have Heart Attack #1, which is a new book. I, for the most part, pick up most Image #1s just in case to stick aside. The art isn't exactly what I'd call impressive from what I saw on it, but you never know. Ice Cream Man #16 comes out. There's 2 covers. Gonna go with the A cover on it. If you like short little horror tales, this is a book for you. Another recommendation trade paperback that's coming out is Killer Be Killed Deluxe Edition hardcover, $50 price point. So that could be a no-go for some people. This was just Brubaker at his finest. You really got to hang in there to the end. Just a damn great book by Brubaker and Phillips. We have Marked #2 coming out by Haberlin and Van Dyke. Issue 1 was kind of middle of the road. I'm going to check out issue 2, but it's in that area of I might drop it real quick. Olympia #1 comes out. It's a new number. It's going to be 1 of 5. The premise seems a little interesting. It's a double-sized issue for $3.99, which is great. The B cover by Christian Ward is the one I will be picking up. Safe Sex #3. I'm a little all over the place with this. Kind of like it, kind of hate it. It's not a must-buy. This is kind of one of those, I want to see where it goes. Weatherman Volume 2 #5 comes out. Weatherman is actually one of those weird books I don't read, but I pick up a lot of the issues because I really like the covers. Cover C for this is Daniel Warren Johnson, and it's kind of just fascinating cover for me. From Dark Horse Comics, we have Hazel and Cha-Cha save Christmas Tales for the Umbrella Academy. Hazel and Cha-Cha are just interesting characters, and then making a Christmas book out of it. If you love Umbrella Academy or just the TV show, the book, give it a try. Mask, I Pledge Allegiance to the Mask #2 of 4 comes out. 2 different covers. I kind of like the A cover, but issue 1 surprised me. It was surprisingly good. I was not expecting it to be as good as it was. Go back and give it a try. Check it out. You can actually pick it up without even knowing the past stories. We also have Usagi Yojimbo, 35 Years of Covers. It's a $40 book. It's a hardcover, and Stan Saki is just fantastic, and I've loved Usagi Yojimbo since I was a kid. IDW, not a whole lot that's exciting coming out. Kanto #6 of 6, last issue, and pretty much other than that, the Turtles Urban Legends comes out. If you like Star Trek, that comes out. Again, nothing too exciting for me. Aquaman #54 from DC comes out. It's got the cardstock variant, and the cover is by Shane Davis and Michelle Delecky. I really like Shane Davis's art. Doesn't get as much credit as he probably deserves. There is an acetate cover that shows the new Black Manta, or Black Mantas. Just doesn't do it for me. Batman 83. We're almost to the end of the line, guys. It's almost over. Our long-suffering nightmare of Tom King is almost over. It's Chapter 9 of City of Bane, where Bane barely shows up. It's got Thomas Wayne, Flashpoint Batman on the cover, both covers. The Matina cover, B cover, is the one that you should be buying if you are buying this book. God, I can't wait for this to be over. I can't believe how excited I am for James Tynion to take over. And I'm not even a huge Tynion fan, but he cannot do any more damage than Tom King's done. Batman Superman number 4. We have the cardstock variant by Oliver Coipel. Yeah, that's nice. And Emanuela Lupacchino is on the acetate with the Batman Who Laughs on it with all his little Robins. I think the Coipel for me is the one to get. The Lupacchino one's not bad though. A book that I am kind of excited about. Spinning off of the Batman White Knight universe, we have Batman White Knight presents Von Freeze. And it is Klaus Janson on art, Sean Murphy writing. 2 covers, one by Sean Murphy and the other one by Janson. I can't wait to read it. I get excited about Sean Murphy's work, even though he's not doing the art. His writing has actually been rather good. The A cover by Murphy is the one to get, in my opinion. Dial H for Hero, number 9 of 12. I'm already deep into this. I might as well just keep going. Dollar Comics. Usually I don't recommend these, but Luthor number 1 by Azzarello and Lee Bermejo was fantastic. Just give it a try. Bermejo's art is beautiful, and I think this is the truest form of Lex Luthor. Like, they really go into his head of why he hates Superman. I really enjoyed this book, and for $1, just check it out and see if you might want to buy the trade eventually. Flash forward number 3 of 6. It's continuing on the story of redeeming Wally West. I still don't see how he can be redeemed, but there is an Enoch Lee cover for the B. Brett Booth's art has been really good. Lobdell's writing is kind of eh. This time he's on an Earth with Roy Harper. It's the world's premier vampire hunter. How this is going to redeem him, I don't know, but yeah, it's a thing. We also have Green Lantern number 85 Facsimile Edition, the famous My Word is a Junkie cover. Neil Adams at his finest with Denny O'Neil. We also have He-Man, the Masters of the Multiverse number 1 of 6. There is an Enoch Lee cover for the A, and the B is by Dan Fraga with Skeletor. Tim Seeley will be writing with Dan Fraga on art. Infected Scarab, aka the Blue Beetle, number 1 comes out because we have to carry on the Secret Six story. The one-shots have been actually pretty decent, so I'm game to check it out. Written by Dennis Hopeless, which already makes me feel hopeless about this issue because he is not a great writer. David Marquez with the cover art, and Freddie Williams the second on interiors. Justice League number 36. The main cover is by Manipul. The B variant is by Tyler Kirkham. Kirkham cover is the one to get. Lucifer number 14 comes out. And then Metal Men number 2 of 12. The B variant by Kenneth Rocafort is actually pretty fantastic. I mean, the A cover is by Shane Davis also. You can't go wrong with either cover. Dan Didio's writing, though. Ugh. So just know that going in, you're not going into anything fantastic. And then Nightwing 66. It's the Year of the Villain, and it is Talon and the Court of Owls. The cardstock variant edition is Warren Lau, and the acetate is John Boy Myers. If you want the Court of Owls, you get the John Boy. If you want the Nightwing posed up with the baton, you get the Warren Lau. From Black Label, Question, The Deaths of Vic Sage, number 1 of 4 comes out. You have Jeff Lemire writing with art by Bill Sienkiewicz, and art and cover art also by Dennis Cowan. The A cover is by Cowan, the B cover is by Jeff Lemire. I actually really like both of them. Supergirl number 36, the cardstock variant edition, is with Derek Chew. I like Derek Chew's covers, so it's a reason to pick it up. And this plays into the whole Year of the Villain, Supergirl the Infected. The B cover is by Dan Mora. Superman's pal, Jimmy Olsen, number 5 of 12. This is nothing you actually got to pick up. It's just if you like a whimsy book. It's not bad. Kind of though the story bounces around a little too much for my liking. The B cover is by Ben Oliver. And then Teen Titans number 36, it's Crush and Lobo on both covers. The variant edition by Alex Garner is on one of them, and the B cover is by Dan Mora. I think I like the Dan Mora acetate one better than the regular. From Marvel Comics, we have 2099 Alpha number 1. Art Adams is doing an 8-part connecting variant, and that's probably the one I'll be picking up because it's Art Adams. Absolute Carnage number 5 of 5. It's finally wrapping up, and there's a lot of freaking covers for this. I think the Kyle Hotz one is the one that I will pick up. I've been really enjoying his covers lately. We also have Absolute Carnage, Captain Marvel number 1. There is a Bradshaw Codex variant, and there is also the David Nakayama A cover. It's a Carnageized Chewie versus Captain Marvel. Yeah, not going to be a buy. Amazing Mary Jane number 2, Umberto Ramos art. Mary Jane versus Mysterio. Again, this is another book you don't need to buy, don't need to be a completionist with it. It's just there. It's a book of whimsy. Amazing Spider-Man number 34, continuing the 2099 stuff. And we have another Art Adams 8-part connecting variant. There is also a Pascal Ferry 2099 variant. Annihilation Scourge Alpha picks up. We haven't had an Annihilation book in close to, I'd say, almost 10 years, possibly longer. The B cover by Ariel Olivetti is the one I am looking at, and it has Annihilus on it. Avengers number 26, it is a flashback issue, and it has Dale Keown on art with a caveman who's the first Star Brand holder back in 1 billion BC. Those flashback issues have actually been really good, so I'm actually looking forward to that. Captain America number 16, Alex Ross cover. There is a 2099 variant, but I really like the Alex Ross a lot more. And then Captain Marvel number 12, there's an Enoch Lee connecting variant. There's a Terry Dodson 2099 variant, and then there's the regular Mark Brooks cover. The Enoch Lee for me would be the one to pick up if I like the book. I do like his art, so I might just pick up that cover. Conan the Barbarian number 11 comes out. It's been a great book. Jason Aaron's doing a great job on it. Deadpool number 1 comes out because we had to relaunch it. We just had to relaunch this book again. And it has a real lot of covers, a whole lot. And I'll be flat out honest, I have a lot going against picking up this book, other than like Chris Bachalo is on it, who I like his art, but Kelly Thompson, I can't stand her writing, and that alone makes me not want to pick it up. But I really like Chris Bachalo, so I have kind of a issue in my head going on with this. Like I said, ton of different variants. The David Finch one I actually kind of like the most. There's a Mary Jane variant also, because, why not? Excalibur number 2 comes out. Standard fare. There's a Macone 2099 variant with Captain Britain. Meh. Fantastic Four 2099 comes out. Then there's also a Ron Lim variant. Mortal Hulk number 27 comes out. Looking forward to that again. Another Alex Ross cover. That's fantastic. King Thor number 3 of 4 comes out with the God Butcher. Marauders number 2 comes out. I really like Marauders number 1. Look forward to reading this book. Spider-Verse number 2 is going to be out. It's the Aunt May with spider powers. It's going to be featured on the last issue of Star Wars. Issue 75 comes out. There's a Anakin Skywalker, Jonathan Tyler Christopher action figure variant, a Greg Land variant, and a Chris Sprouse Greatest Moments. It's from The Last Jedi and the Greatest Moments, so I'm sure there's going to be a ton of hate directed towards it just because. Strike Force number 3 comes out. Book's been okay. It's nothing fantastic. Tony Stark Iron Man number 18. It's all about the VB variant, the 2099 variant with Carl Kerschel. I really dig how it looks, so it looks like an anime that you'd want to read. Dynamite Comics, we have Chastity number 3. There's no collecting value to this. It's just something I've collected since my teenage years, so I was weirdly, there's some Chaos Comics I have an affinity towards. There's also a ton of Vampirellas coming out, which I don't collect. Boom Studios, Firefly number 11, the main cover with Inara is by Lee Garbett. And then we have Once and Future number 4 of 6. Again, fantastic series, pick it up, you're missing out, it's just great. And then Something is Killing the Children number 3, the Final Order Cutoff variant by Marcos Martin is just wonderful, and that is the one that I'm getting, and I really love that series. In the indie books, it's slim pickings. It really is. There is not a whole lot that I'm loving. Valiant has a new Rye book coming out, but I don't think it's really worth picking up. Roku number 2 comes out. There's also Bloodshot number 3. Again, I just nothing really calling to me that makes it a must pick up. So with that, that wraps up what's coming out this week. Thank you for joining me. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And next Sunday, the 24th at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, myself, Gambit, and my friend D Comic Queen from Instagram and YouTube will be joining us. We're going to be live streaming our graphic novel book club episode doing Identity Crisis by Brad Meltzer, Rags Morales. Join us if you can. Comment along with it. I just want to say happy hunting this Wednesday, and hopefully you get everything you're looking for. Take care. Bye.